Ooh, child. We're going to talk about it. The addiction to free information. And I think that so many people believe that information should be free. They don't even realize how having access to all of this free information isn't really doing anything for them, right? And we're going to break it down. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts about it and how to make you a better content creator, a better digital product seller, and just better with your whole online business. Before we get into this video, make sure you guys click the link down below and join my Glow Up Academy. It is only $39 a month. You may not know how to create your digital product. You may not know how to promote or sell it. You may not even know how to do content or how to have the confidence to even believe in yourself. But I promise you, by the time you are done with me, you will have your product launched, you will be building your audience, growing your platforms, and building the business of your dreams. Like I said, the link is down below, and I'll see you over there. Okay, so being on TikTok Live and promoting my products on TikTok Live for the past 6 months, I've learned a lot of things that I didn't even know really existed, and I felt like a video needed to be made on it, right? So many people on TikTok, and even YouTube too, but I've noticed it's definitely heavy on TikTok. People think that they can get all of this information for free, like how to create the digital product, how to sell it, how to create content, how to grow a platform, how to believe in themselves, how to set up their digital products on their hosting sites, how to do this, how to do that. Like literally a lot of people on TikTok believe that they can get all of this valuable information for free. And it's crazy because when I started my whole entrepreneurial journey 5 years ago, if you didn't know, I've been a full-time creator, six-figure earner for 5 years. Okay, I never resorted to TikTok for free information. Like, that was never even my mindset to do. Every creator I have talked to and gotten information from, I've always paid them. I have always been in the mindset of if I truly want valuable information that I can actually do something with, then it's going to require me to pay for it. And I never had a problem with paying for it because I knew I wanted to be like them. I knew I wanted my business to run like theirs. I knew that they had knowledge that I needed. I knew that they had mindset things that I could apply to my own life. And I just knew that what they were talking about was valuable. And I was always ready to pay for it. A lot of y'all would have a heart attack if you knew how much I've spent on mentorships and education to becoming a businesswoman over the past 5 years, because I'm just someone I will spend. If I know that you know what you're talking about and I feel like you can help me, like I'm gonna pay for it. Like, you know what I mean? That's just me. That's just what I know. But so many people, I would say over the past few years, they think that they can get all this information for free. So let's go ahead and talk about it. First of all, what people don't realize, and you might be included in this, is that the amount of time that you're spending watching videos and people's lives for free, you could be actually executing your own stuff. See, I don't like to waste my time because I understand you don't get time back and time is valuable, and there's always something better you could be doing with your time. And when you're bouncing from one person's life to another person's, people's lives are about, at least my own life, it's about an hour and a half to 2 hours long. And I might run that live twice a day, right? So right there, and I have a lot of accounts who watch my lives faithfully and have never purchased anything. And because, you know, you see them as they come in, they say hi, whatever, whatever. Okay, you are literally taking 3 hours out of your day to watch my live to learn how to use Canva and ChatGPT when you could just be doing it. People don't realize how much you learn when you actually do it, right? So bouncing from one person's live to one person's video to another person's motivational live, trying to get the confidence comes from doing. And until you actually do, nothing for you will change. You have to execute it. On top of that, what I know about sales, and I'll go ahead and throw this out here, I don't care if you want it or not. Listen, when people are selling, whether they're on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, it doesn't matter. People will give away 90% of the information for free. I know this because this is how I run my business. People will give away the 90% for free. They'll tell you the what, they'll tell you the why, and they'll tell you the when. But the 10% they make you pay for, and that 10% that they make you pay for is way more valuable than the 90% they gave you for free. Okay, like that 10% that you pay for literally puts all the puzzle pieces together. That 90% that they gave you, whether it was through lives or YouTube videos or whatever, it's honestly a whole bunch of fluff. It's really not going to get you far. And I know that based off of, my scripts and what I say on my lives, and even the information that I put on my YouTube videos. And also, people will also make you pay for the how. So like I said, they'll tell you the what, they'll tell you the why, they'll tell you the when, but they charge you for the how. And the how is the most valuable part of all of it. But so many people are missing that how, or they're missing that 10% of value because they think in their head that they're going to get all of this for free. And what I really notice, what it really boils down to, is people think that by watching these videos, they're being productive, right? They're actually putting one foot in front of the other, and they're actually getting stuff done. You're not getting anything done. Nothing is getting done, nothing is getting accomplished by the amount of time that you spend watching other creators talk about the fluff or a little bit of this and a little bit of that. It's still never enough to put it all together, right? And you're honestly just wasting your time. People who are very successful aren't on people's TikTok lives. People who are very successful are not watching hours of YouTube videos trying to figure something out. People who are very successful, they're not in group chats. Okay? People who are truly successful, they're not just talking about it online, just, flaunting money. No, like people who are really, really about it, they're not in any of those things. You know what they're actually doing? They're actually doing. They're actually executing. They're not watching, they're not wishing, they're not hoping, they're not scrolling, they're not manifesting, they're not praying. They're actually doing it, right? And so many people have convinced themselves, because it's fear, it's fear, but people have convinced themselves by watching so-and-so's live every day, that's making me successful. No, it's not. The only thing that's going to make you successful is actually doing it. And people who are successful, they pay for one-on-ones. That's where the juice is. That's where the true value is. This year alone, okay? This year alone. So from January 2025 to June 2025, when I started my coaching business, and I strictly was locking in on coaching, how to be a better coach, how to teach people how to create content, how to sell their products. This year alone, I have already spent $8,000 in mentorship. $8,000. I'm gonna say that again. $8,000. Okay. Now I have double, flipple, quadrupled that. Okay. But that's where the real value was. It's not in YouTube videos. It's not on lives. It's in the one-on-ones with the person who's doing what it is that you want, because you get that opportunity, you get that time to pick their brain. You get that time to ask questions specifically about your goals, your dreams, and your journey. And anything that doesn't make sense or anything that's not working, they are able to sit there with you, whether it's on a Zoom call, over the phone, and break it down and give you new strategies to make it work. They're teaching you how to price. They're teaching you how to pitch. My pitch over these past few months of selling my products has changed because I am constantly deconstructing my strategy and making it better. I would never get that off of somebody's TikTok live. I would never get that off of a YouTube video. You're only going to get that type of knowledge, the real knowledge that's actually going to make you money, by talking to the person who's actually doing it, who you aspire to be like. And it amazes me how many people think that they're going to get this valuable stuff in free videos. You're not. I promise you, you're not. No successful person does. And there's a difference between people who want to feel like they're doing something versus people who truly want to do something, right? It's a totally different breed, okay? You got people who are just here to feel motivated, to escape the life that they're not happy with, and they're cool with that. And then you have only a small percentage of people, very small, who are actually done trying to escape it and are actually ready to do it, right? And so I just wanted to say that to you, for the person who is that small percent, and you're like, okay, I've been watching her for a while, or, I've been checking out different lives and going on different YouTube videos, and the puzzle pieces just aren't puzzling. And then on top of that, the free information to you guys, it never gives you accountability. When I talk to my mentor, she's asking me, well, did you set up the email flows we talked about last week or the week before that? Did you do this? Did you do that? It makes you actually do the information that you were given, versus with free information when you no longer feel like it, when you're unmotivated, when you just tired, or you just want to have an excuse to do something else. You can do that because there was never an investment there, right? And so free information doesn't hold you accountable at all. Okay. And also too, people don't even respect free. Nobody respects free. You give someone a free meal. I promise you, that person you gave the free meal to is going to talk shit about it. They're going to say it's cold, you didn't season it right, the chicken's undercooked. And it was free. And they don't respect it. People do not respect free. It's not until you have to sacrifice your hard-earned money where it's like, okay, now I'm actually going to do what they told me to do. Because I remember how hard I worked for this money. I had to work X amount of hours for this. So I'm going to get my money's worth, right? Now it's no longer talking about what you're going to do. You actually have to do it, because you invested your hard-earned money and you want a return on that investment, right? So I think people just need to realize how they're actually holding themselves back by thinking that, getting a whole bunch of free information is doing something for them, because it's not. I guarantee you all the free information you've gathered over these past 6 months or even 2 years, you still haven't done anything with. But you're so quick to give it to Netflix, Hulu, Peacock, Zeus, Uber Eats, DoorDash, like all of the things that just keep you distracted and keep you stuck where you're at, instead of investing into yourself and finally building the business. Now, I don't care whether you invest with me or anyone else, but I'm just telling you, at the end of the day, you are truly holding yourself back by spending hours and hours and hours consuming a whole bunch of free content that you're doing absolutely nothing with. You either want to make money or you don't. There's really no in between there. So I hope this helps. It was just amazing how many people do this. And I'm like, well, I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't even know that was a thing. So it's fascinating. Again, make sure you guys join my Glow Up Academy. The link is down below. For those of you guys who are done wasting your time and you're actually ready to execute and get the results that you've been manifesting for a very long time, then the Glow Up Academy is definitely where you need to be. Again, the link is down below in the description. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.